Welcome back, ladies and gents, to StarSeries iLeague CS:GO Season 7 Finals. And we had an incredible first game between North and NRG on Inferno. Very, very back and forth. It was something that we'd like to see. And moving into dust2 next is going to be where we will find ourselves. And I really don't know where this will go.
Yeah, if you saw the overlays from StarSeries before the break, you will see that the only map NRG have played recently on dust2 was versus Space Station, where they won 16-4, which basically gives you no information at all. So we are completely in the dark as far as NRG are concerned on dust2. And if they're not playing it, I'm sure they've probably played some scrims. But if you have basically no officials on there in the last 3 months, like a 16-4, I don't think, especially against a team where Space Station are at the moment, I don't think you're really getting the kind of challenge you need to know where you actually are on that map. So these are treacherous waters for NRG to be in versus North right now.
That said, considering that the individual performances across the board for NRG were generally better, that does make me feel like on a map like dust2 that we may see. I mean, I'm sort of clutching at straws there with that, but it does really help me to feel like, okay, I'm still favoring NRG to take this one. On dust2, you're so spread thin. If you're the CT side, you need those individuals to perform consistently across the board. On the T side as well, I'm actually looking forward to seeing what the kind of work that Breeze and Ethan are going to do on those rifles. Obviously, the Cirque factor is pretty huge as well. There's really a lot to answer for North, but we're going to see how they get things kicked off here on that CT side.
Just a knife round, just a knife round.
Well, okay, well, let's see if they can win the knife. And then so on the CT side.
North for about 67%. Which I don't think is a very good percentage, actually. So there's plenty of opportunity here if we're just looking at stats. This is a weird situation because on old dust2, everybody would go towards long. On new dust2, at least in pugs and so on, people seem to be going towards mid for the knife run, which is just weird for me. But I've kind of begrudgingly accepted that. I like the old stuff, the dual elites, the Kriegs. This may take a while, though.
God.
This may take a while. Why is Tarek? Look at his smile on his face. He's like, ha ha ha, look at me. Yeah, we'll look at you, Tarek, wasting everyone's time. Can you please hurry up? Now we've got the CTs in T spawn, and the T's looking down mid. This is very silly indeed.
I think that they must be. I hear some chat beeps. I think they're talking about how to actually resolve this, because yeah, it seems like the role reversal is in play, and we have everything's normalized.
This is the happiest we will see some of these players in this map of dust2. I think it is worth mentioning. There's plenty of misery to come.
And there it is, looking pretty good there for North. They should be fine. Breeze is absolutely screwed. And North will probably start on the T side, I'd imagine. Normally you want to start on the T side of dust2 just because it's, you get to dictate the pace, things are a bit more consistent. Typically that CT side very snowbally. Very difficult if you can't get your economy rolling. That said, this is probably maybe one of the maps that changes the most with the new economy, because the CT economy is so fragile that if you do get off to a bad start in dust2 in the previous economy, you're just done probably, in the entire map. It's so hard to recover. But you'll get more opportunity now.
I want one of those Imber Cups. I don't really want one. I don't mind. I'll take one if you have one for me. But I'm not like desperate for one. Let's just say that. Let's just move on to
I'll take one
now. Dan will take one. Dan will take one as well. All right then. So for me this is quite open. The lack of data for NRG is a concern. I don't think the win rate is the strongest for North at the same time. Inferno was wild. The guys on the desk weren't terribly impressed. Consider it a warm-up, but it's a warm-up to the advantage of North, and here we go. AZ having a look up mid, but not going too crazy about it. He'll say that he can't see short, and his teammates will prepare accordingly.
I actually like this quite a lot here from NRG, because they're threatening. Look at the rotation, immediate rotation coming in, and they'll bait players into middle, and then they can duel them, but that's not supposed to happen, James. Gate's not supposed to get 3 headshots in 3 bullets. It's not really how it's supposed to work. Now Daps and Breeze have to figure out, okay, we're separated. There's 4 CTs in between us, and the bomb is there as well. How the hell do we do this one?
On the plus side, oh, never mind. That's another kill for... Oh, we've got a knife attempt going on. Won't quite work out. Daps like, this is not really, not looking too good. 1 versus 3. Gage still waiting for an ace in the pistol round. There will be some nice statistics. This is a great way for him to start, bearing in mind he had 7 kills for the longest time on Inferno. And he's got 4 kills in the pistol so far. So, I mean, he's the man you want to get these kills. I would say he or Cirque. You want one of those two guys getting these kills very early on for that boost of confidence. Now, dapps has got 47 seconds left. It can escalate quickly. He could come from a few different places. But this is going to be, from here to top mid, it's going to just take so much time. It's quite brutal for him. Yeah,
I think he knows he has to kill them all as well. Like, no matter what happens, because of where the bomb is, he's always going to have to like kill them. He'll never have a chance to plant before killing them all anyway. Oh my god, they're triple peeking him. So, you can't really do much there. Great start from Gage, just as you said. And that's a 1-0 for the CT side of North. And they'll get themselves the Orcs, the FAMAS, and here are some one-taps for your viewing pleasure. 1, 2, 3... Counting with Gade.
And Dan. Nice. Okay, one player disconnected from the server, so we may be here for a short time. Again, Gade on the scoreboard immediately. What's wrong with him? Jesus. That is way too much energy drink. Where have his eyes gone? He's like a player from Mortal Kombat.
Can't be too shy to show his face.
Yeah. He's a catfish.
It reminds me of back when I'd watch the Korean StarCraft in the Korean studios, and whenever they would do audience shots, you'd have all these like schoolgirls just hiding their faces because they don't want anyone to see that they're like skiving off school to watch the pro games. That's so funny. Good old days of Brood War and StarCraft 2. Okay.
Purple gloves.
We're back. We're back. The freeze time is diminishing. And we press play. So not much utility, not really that much that's needed here for CT's side. Here against blocks. You're not often going to see a force buy in this situation from the T side, and if you do, it's kind of obvious the kind of plays that you'll see. And this is not too bad though, flashing their way into a lock, looking to see what gap damage they can get. They can kill Valde and Cadian. That's not bad. That's actually not too bad. They just had clocks more or less. So
yeah, that's fantastic.
Well done.
Christmas has come early, and it's gone pretty quickly as well.
Cadian's also one of the ones you want to kill. He's the guy that wants to buy the AWP. So
yeah, sometimes that armor taken away and having to be bought again is enough to stop them from getting an AWP. It can be painful. No snipers yet for either side. I would like to see the snipers be dominant one way or another. But it's a strong purchase from North with the Orgs. Flashbang. You can see Kiabi is expected as well, playing anti-flash. But it comes pretty late from the T side, but no one's actually heading over there. Maybe they're just keeping North entertained. There are 4 players towards long A for North, starting to move away, and dapps will show some presence. Meanwhile, it seems NRG going to burst in towards the B-bomb site. So this could be very problematic for North.
yeah, some good damage done to Gade. And lots of eyes and tension drawn towards that A-long position. But now they'll rush into the B-bomb site. Just aces there. What a beautiful movement here from NRG. Taking all the attention away at long. And there's... what can you do here? Absolutely nothing. Well, that's it. And that's a good demonstration of how difficult it can be on the CT side of dust2. It's all about those rotations, and NRG abused the early timings, harassing long, forcing North to keep some players there, allowing their way into the B-bomb sites more easily than otherwise. And dapps is looking to, in fact, the entire team now looking to hunt, take away those CT weapons.
Nine players still on the server. We'll see if that continues that way. A tickle from Cadian. The first round from NRG. And again, I think even though North won Inferno, which was the pick of NRG, I think that we saw some good counter-stratting from NRG. And I do wonder if we're seeing the same with 4 players going towards B and dapps being left to bait players towards A. I do wonder if that is a straight counterplay. I would imagine it is. I don't think that you would really see that kind of play otherwise. And I do wonder how much they'll get out of it. I mean, they were counter-stratting on Inferno, and look how where that got them, NRG. So we'll see if they can do better as dust2 continues.
Yeah, and gratuitous use of the, well, I shouldn't say gratuitous, just proper usage of the
normal
Xbox smoke. Just every round, you just wanted that, denying information from the CTs. Really important smoke to know and to throw as much as you can. It's not a great look here for North early on. Kirby losing HP. Again, not being able to get the AWP out just yet is a bit difficult. And they'll actually reinforce the A bomb site directly, leaving long open. And it might be a good shot here. Tarek is just looking for info. Ooh, he's got an opportunity for a frag. He gets it. A 1-for-1. That's actually really good for NRG in this position.
Does that tell him anything towards the long position? If two players are holding down a short area, how likely is it that there's going to be a stronghold towards long? Seems that NRG are starting to wonder, but maybe they're taking too long to do it because North may be reading this. North know what information they've given to their opponent, and now they're moving towards long. Expectant of a play there. That's a beautiful reaction from North. They knew exactly what to do to hold down a situation. However, Daps is now moving up the short position, so they both know what each other are doing, but maybe NRG will have the master stroke.
Yeah, in the end, it's going to come down to hitting those headshots, though. And it looks like, actually, that said, they're not going to challenge from long onto the bomb site, which makes a lot of sense. And they've got a good retake positions here coming in. 20 seconds to get the bomb planted. Still no rotation, as I say that. Now the rotation comes in from North. Bomb down, they confirm what's happening. And they can send a couple players through CT spawn. So, a 3 versus 4 hold here for NRG is not as easy as it looks because Daps and Cirque pretty low. Not too much utility to help them out either.
AZ running distraction on the lower area. He's been pop flash as well. Daps with the off angle, spotted Valde going for a one-tap. Doesn't quite see him. The bomb is ticking though. It's ticking away. They've got to find these frags quickly North. That is a big one to have out in the open, but still doing the damage, even with so many kills. But has he wasted enough time? Valde doesn't seem to want to go for it. He's not carrying a kit. There is one rolling down the ramp, but he will move away, not take the risk. And NRG are going to take a second round. It will cost them everyone, but look at the damage it's done to North's economy as well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's a really weird spot now because Valde can drop a couple guns, maybe like a FAMAS and a rifle. He's actually, okay, what he's gone for is the AWP. I was going to say, North had not really been able to bring out the AWP just yet, so we'll have to see if that changes the dynamic a lot. I think that's what they've been wanting to go for. And it's kind of difficult, though, because Kirby's on a CZ. It's difficult to use CZ on dust2. The ranges are so long. Maybe he'll just be playing close to mids. 2-1 setup here for North. Very unusual stuff.
That was a nice peek behind the smoke. Almost paid off. That last run was really engaging, though, how they're both playing off each other's information, both given and cleaned. And here we are, 2-2. Perhaps they're quite evenly matched in this series, NRG and North. Moving up the short position now, Tarek leading the charge. Nobody's on A, though, really, for North. We have Valde in the pits position on long. Very important he holds on to that, otherwise there's no retake possible. But North are moving 4 players in towards the B bomb site, so it may be a 5 versus 5 save. We've seen this before on dust2.
Yeah, the rotations are just too punishing sometimes, and this is one of those examples. That's quite a cool play from NRG, just taking a guess and going for it. It's sometimes frustrating when you see teams not willing to take risks on position. And you can see NRG have shown that they are willing to do that in a variety of situations. We saw it in Inferno as well, and it's paid off for them. And it's not the worst result in the world for North, just because North were playing a gamble stack anyway. So the fact that they lose the round but get to keep all their guns actually works out fairly well for them. They'll get to get more utility in the next round. What is weird, though, is that they can't upgrade the UMPs. So that kind of sucks. I mean, maybe one of them buys a FAMAS and then the UMP goes to a Kirby or something like that. Could be a way to do this. It's awkward here. It's been... Credit to NRG. They've made it really awkward for North. They've had so many weird buys already. Much like Inferno, you know, we're only 5 rounds in, but it's been really interesting to watch these two teams fight it out so far.
I won't be staying in that hotel anytime soon. Man, I remember staying in a hotel in Egypt, in Luxor, where it rains maybe 2 days a year. and has an atrium. The staircase goes around the atrium in the middle, and there's no roof of the atrium because it practically never rains. Of course, it pissed down when I was there. It was absolutely crazy, but an interesting experience. Anyway, we are back. The pause has come and gone. Here are the early statistics. Cirque and Breeze have 0 kills so far. Only 3 players fragging for NRG, but they're still winning rounds and they're still in the lead, so they're making it happen. We did just see a 5-man save from North, so we can't read too much into those stats because sometimes you don't really get a chance to frag anyone because they're all hiding somewhere else. Anti-flash moving up towards that long position. Big grenades. Tarek's lost half his life, and there's a little bit more with a late HE grenade. Lost his opportunity, and there's even more as well. 35 HP for Tarek. Lucky to be alive at this point.
We have 3 players ready to burst with the bomb towards B for NRG, though, as Gay sits atop the double crates very close with a UMP. Can't find anything at all, and that could be the round again. There's 2 players in position for NRG to potentially offer backstabs. Daps will already find a headshot as he's harassing from Catwalk. They can't go anywhere. Daps takes down 2, and once again, the round has just been shut out, and it's just they've been outmaneuvered North once again.
Yeah, it seems again that NRG have stolen their playbook, and there aren't too many pages right now. They've basically done the same thing once again. Of course, they won't be able to do that every single round, but do North have any other defaults where they hold down the long position? I mean, maybe when they hear a certain amount of grenades, like they saw 3 HE grenades go through those long doors, so Tarek can communicate that. 3 HE grenades going through long, so there's likely to be a very weak situation towards B. So again, you got to be really careful at the information you give away and how that can be punished. And they were punished. It is early on though, so there's plenty of time for North to adjust.
Is Kaden good the AWP? No. That makes sense. Orc, armor, grenades, definitely favorable. It was good work that NRG denied the AWP save attempt at the end as well. That was looking hairy for a moment. But yes, it does appear to be NRG's playground, despite North, we can remember, crushing the pistol round. To be really careful with those challenges. Even though you have an AUG, those AKs can be devastating at that range. And very fast timing from Daps up short. And that always feels very oppressive. Usually what happens when you do that and the CTC that you're fast up catwalk, they'll have to pull 2 players on towards the A-bomb side itself, leaving A long weak. We kind of talked about that before as well. And we'll get the flashbangs in towards doors. You want to check those close positions, make sure that no CTs are playing them. We have more of a far back setup here from AZ. It's a really good, very strong angle, this one. And with the AUG as well, even more strong. He will likely get a kill if Ethan tries to peek this. Unless Ethan expects and pre-aims this position, he will most certainly die. But he has some assistance, and it does look like they want to put more pressure on. Cirque is looking for it, and he finds it with the flick. Not bad. And there go the B-split smokes. And that's a big kill. Does Gate go into the tunnels? That might be the play. He didn't realize in time, James.
It's looking devastating so far. Cirque is almost at risk of giving something away there. The AWP, 23 HP. Doesn't look very happy, Cirque. But it is early, so maybe that can change. But in a sense, that's good. He expects more from himself, and everybody else does as well. So it's good that he is being demanding on himself, as long as he still manages to deliver. He's outside the apps at the moment. We'll see if Valde pushes forward. See Cirque just holding an angle on the lower tunnels as well. He may need to move further to save himself from this bomb explosion, which may give his opponent an AWP. I don't know why players knife the wall like that, because I feel like that just gives a sound cue. I don't know how far knifing the wall, how far the sound travels though. That's terrifying. Please don't do that again. I don't know how far the sound travels when you knife a wall, but I really don't know why people choose to do that, because it's information you don't need to give away. But anyway,
I do it as well.
It's 5-2 for
good.
NRG. You need a fidget spinner.
Some things just feel good, James. You just gotta
yeah. Fantastic.
Well, it's the scout as out on Cadian, and it's not been a fun time, has it, for North? They've struggled to get what they want. They'll go for a cat aggression. Looks like NRG with no nades sent through to long might. Well, I think they're boosting on that position, but Circle find himself a kill. Just spotting out that cat aggression. Sees the smoke, knows there's 2 players there. The long players know they can get long for free. They'll take it for free. And the rotation will come back towards the A-bomb site here for the CTs as NRG start to push and pull the CTs to and throw. And still so much time in the rounds. You can see the duels from the long position offered up there by the NRG side towards that A-bomb site. And North are already moving towards A. NRG have so much they can do in this round still, and North have to take the gamble.
Maybe heard the flash or whatever grenade it was going up. Deploys his molly, tries to buy time. Speaking of time, just under a minute. And indeed, North are heavily stacked now. It's really important they hold on to this short position, and it seems that there is some backup on the way. 3 CTs around the spot. Is there a flash? There is! And Ethan can't get back in time. Oh, sorry, he can. What am I talking about? I thought that was a frag for Kiabi, but here we are. 4 versus 3, 30 seconds left. We've got smokes dropping down into the lower position, but Gabe's got a lovely angle! 2 headshots for him, and that's the short player taken out completely. The bomb now may be spotted up the long position. Are there any grenades for the cross? There's a flashbang, but he can't find the frag. Through the smoke, the last player, Cadian, with 14 HP versus 2 full health players. And he will not last very long at all. 6-2 for NRG. That was a close one.
Yeah, Circa's come alive. Great round from him. Picks up 4 kills. Really handling that one well. With double kill from Gade, it was so critical that Cirque then found a very, very solid kill, long range with that AWP onto the A bomb site that allowed them to not have to worry about the A site players. They could just push straight through past crossover and take the fights as they liked. And 6-2 indeed is the score now as NRG look indomitable on this T side. And this is the Cirque we wanted to see. Obviously, dust2 is a map which offers up a lot more duels with an AWP, lots more open spaces for you to roam, and he's already looking like he's favoring that.
Breeze 1 for 6, another cold start from him, but it's kind of irrelevant at this point because NRG are having a great time. Having a gay old time, as the Flintstones would say. Right then. What do North do? I feel like North might have to... I mean, some of the rounds are coming pretty close. That's just not good, is it? Some of the rounds are going down to the wire, even though NRG seem to know what North want to do in terms of their default setups. Again, 3 players towards that long position. Flashes. Cirque will get the first frag. However, NRG aren't going back to the old faithful of 3 or 4 players towards B. But with that pick, they're starting to investigate towards that short position. And now North have... they have decisions to make. Do they stay and hold a long position with 2? Do they go back and try and push short? Now they'll see some Molotovs and grenades towards short. But they've only got 1 player towards the A site, Kiabi, who seems to be having to take some risks. 1 player left towards long, 1 player left towards the site itself, although he's dropped off. So he's tried to show some presence there. Now it's a guessing game for NRG as well.
Yeah, they're in such a solid position to trade out. 1v1 there, one by Valde on long though. And maybe with that there's a chance actually. North have to start taking some gambles after the information's being shown. They're going to start to rotate players. And can they find a way to do this? My god, that's the bomb. Kirby finding perfect timing, going for the second one, just trying to bait. Smoke goes down to protect that bomb, and they're looking like they want to take the fight against Kirby. Ethan can't find it around the side of the smoke, and that's how important that Valde 1v1 was. Wow. Comes in to save the day, and they'll have 4 players surviving in the end. That's just imploded on NRG. They look so good going into that.
Cirque's got $10,000, and the rest of the team are in fairly good stead, at least for a buy in this particular run. As you can see, their money is being drained. So now there's an opportunity for North to suddenly get their way back into this. Especially with the way the economy is now. Almost favors the team who've been losing at a certain point. Lots of debate about the economy continues to rage on. And now NRG have gone for a fast take of the long position, and they've been successful. It's cost them nothing. North chose not to fight it, avoiding the war of attrition. They'll just leave it. Not going for a play on short just yet, but they are heading in that direction, North. So on a CT side, you lose long, you hold short. You lose short, you hold long is often how it goes. And this is expected by NRG as well.
Yeah, that's the big thing, is you just have way more information about what the CT is doing, because you force them to do something. And I'm curious how NRG will play with that info. And you can see that there's so much presence, especially with AZ in mid. There's effectively 3 CTs there that are harassing the mid position. You can see NRG splitting up, looking to try to maybe even contact into B. They've got both Dap. Well, Daps is very weak. He's got Breeze with him as well. They're both really, really weak here. This could go very wrong. Gay's ready and waiting. He loves his position, and it is indeed going to be 2 players annihilated. And I don't know how NRG get back into the round now. They are going to try to force the issue in there. And Tarek has got to be so strong here, but he is expected by AZ.
Ethan made his way all the way up long, but with everybody alive for North, Caden was aware of the possible flank, was facing the other way, took out Ethan. That could have been everything, but the rotation would have been so long that by no means did Ethan's position necessarily even guarantee a bomb plant, let alone a round win. And indeed, just like that, North are back into it. They've decimated the money of NRG. And now they can take a lead. So it is strange. I don't know if that's the best word to describe it, but it's the best one I can think of right now. What the current economy does to the game, where you can win a bunch of rounds, then you lose 1 or 2, and suddenly you are in a poverty situation. And North could end up winning the half at this point, like by a reasonable margin.
Oh,
or maybe not. That's
what?
a Glock. It's a Glock. That. Where are the helmets at?
Oh my god, I don't think I've seen that for a very long time. A Glock coming out on top against a buy round. He was alone. He was alone, James. He had no one else to help him.
I wonder if they just didn't have a track on what the implications were for this particular round, because where are the helmets at?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, that's a deagle, James. Can't really protect against that. And it's all of a sudden a 4 versus 2. It's being after plant. 3 versus 2, I should say. Valde eliminating 1. And Valde is a steady pair of hands. Will be coming in from that long position. They haven't been able to pick up any guns because they just decided to keep the numbers together. So it's very difficult. Important shot from Cirque, though. Oh, that nade's just going to miss the mark, though. Does a little bit of damage, but they know exactly where AZ is coming from. AZ, he's been so phenomenal for North. This is going to be tough, though. 2 players, 2 angles, and in the face from the scouts. What a round. How can we see I want to see the Glocks.
I want to see the helmets. That's what I want to see. I want to see the helmets.
Oh,
Show me the helmets. Don't tweet me helmets. That could easily go wrong.
That's such a big punish. Oh my god.
That you can't. No, you can't. You know what? I don't want to.
To be honest, you can't expect that to get absolutely blasted.
I feel like if it was the old economy, I think that more people have helmets in this round. That's bizarre, man. That is crazy. This is the comeback situation for North. Gade's got shot through something.
Yeah. That was those shots are really hard to do, actually. You kind of like lose track of the player because of the dust, and you have to kind of just predict based on how fast he was moving where he's going to be. That's Cirque for you, though. It's good at those. And showing all that presence towards upper dark straight away, it's made a confusing situation here for North on the information. They don't really know exactly what's going on. They've left long open as well. Flash comes in, but Ethan was already so far forward. He sees the peak just before he goes blind, I think. And now down to Wazy here to hold onto middle, the traffic controller. He will not allow anyone to pass. Red lights on the middle.
That's the bomb. Plenty of information. He's blind. No, Easter flashbang goes up one more time. 1 time too many. 2 versus 3 in favor of North. And AZ still in the bomb site, elevating his position. Now Cirque is stuck. Surely there's no way he can do this. If they stand side by side, he can't get both. Moving up onto the tower, jumping around the corner. Could have been something, but was nothing. And now North are in the driving seat again. Can they this time get some consecutive rounds? Buy some helmets, please.
Cirque's going to buy an AWP, James. That's what I want to see. He's got 7,000 almost, and the rest of his teammates around 2K. So he could get an AWP, and he could just sacrifice some Glock players to kind of bait out shots. Then, oh, he's going to go for the scout. I don't believe it. I can't believe he's done this. I want to see the AWP. Never mind. Never mind. Ethan, though, charging down mid with the Glock again. We saw him do it before. Goes straight through the Molotov. That's beautiful. Oh, he's trying to capitalize on the reload there, but there are 2 CTs in position. There's no way he can do the same thing again. Oh, ooh. What's just happened there?
Cirque,
oh my god.
Close range, medium range. He is ready for the ting with the scout. Caden's got to be careful. Somebody peeks those doors with Glock again. It could get nasty pretty quickly. Valde trying to even the situation. The P250 for Daps. And he was patient, very patient indeed. It's a nice shot from Cadian. Now, where do we go? Trying to shoot the weapon away to make it harder to collect. Gabe's got a great angle with the AUG. And he'll cut those players to ribbons. Now Daps makes his way through, but Cadian's got a lovely angle. Oh, he's come off it. Why has he come off it and pulled out a pistol? This angle, you can see the way the wall pokes out. If you're there with an AWP and somebody walks out, you will see them. It's so easy to hit the shot because you have plenty of warning, and they can't really see you as they come out for a peek. So I guess he was looking to reposition, and it was bad timing. But they will win the round regardless.
Yeah, you know, you're right. The economy change we've talked about a few times now. It's made dust2. It's made dust2. I think perhaps a better map to spectate overall, just because I think so many teams struggled with the snowball element of losing grip of your CT economy. But yeah, double ults, 3 AUGs, max nades, all the kits. Cadian needs a helmet though. He can afford a helmet, James. But he's not buying a helmet. I mean, obviously, you know you're against the 4-buy, so it doesn't actually matter in this round, but whatever. Whatever, Trevor. Will be going into the round very shortly. I don't know which team is really favored at this point. Again, it kind of disrupts the expected flow for me from dust2 pre-economy update. So 3 players towards B mid here for North at the beginning of the round. Cadian is spotting the jump up to Xbox. So will Kirby. Oh, he's in a very dodgy predicament there, close to the doors, taking a lot of damage through the doors. But so are NRG. They've lost a lot of health already, and they may just walk into the A-bomb side at this point. At least some incendiaries waiting for them. North have a decisive advantage already in this round, just based on the health of NRG, and you can see why. 8 Gs to follow up, and that will find Daps. Desperation mode for NRG. Maybe thinking about the B-split now, but look at the angle. A slither to play with is enough in that position for Cadian.
He jumped past the doors, but looked away. He may have seen 1 or even 2 players around the box, but they're heading towards B anyway. 3-2 versus 5. North seem to have stabilized. And are really in a nice position. There's nothing doing. A little strafe before a shot, but no harm done. And North move into the last round of the half. 7-7 with the money broken for NRG. Definitely want to pick up a helmet in this round. No reason not to. It's the last round. Looking at you, Mr. Cadian.
I actually wonder, you know, like, you know, we saw North winning the pistol and staying on the... Didn't they won the... sorry, the knife. They won the knife, right, North? I forget now.
I believe so.
Yeah, and they stay on the CT side. I do actually wonder with the new economy if actually now CT is a bit more favorable. I don't know. Remains to be seen. The AUGs as well, of course.
Do they wait for Cirque to try and find an opening? He's had some nice shots with these scouts in this half so far. So here's a lurk smoke from NRG. Now, you could have 1 person behind that. You could have no one behind it. You could have 3, 4, 5 players behind it. Bursts through it. Got to be careful about sprays, grenades behind it, and so on. And there's the execute, a big flashbang, and he's going to make his way towards the door immediately. That's a great second frag from Gade. And we've still got AZ in this position, but he's missed it. So you can see the frustration. He goes back up, and there is the scout again for Cirque. He's got 2 kills of it so far, and maybe there's a chance for NRG.
Cirque might find another headshot if Kirby gets a little bit too aggressive here, but he'll get Molotov backwards. And they need some guns. Tarek will pick up an AK-47, AWP for Daps. Cirque still on that scout, but he seems quite deadly with it. And North, it's the last round, so retake smoke, patch to the B-tons. Cadian trying to remember the lineup. There we go. Oh, is he not sure?
This is taking a long time.
This is taking a very long time. Okay. 3 different angles there for that one. Eventually they'll go in, but another headshot from Cirque. Orp, AK not necessary. Oh man, Daps finds one as well. Cirque finally getting taken out, but has he done too much damage? Kirby in the 1 versus 2 now searching for the last 2 players, but they know they can just play the bomb, and Kirby has no legs to stand on. And, well, he's been nailed in the chest. 8-7. NRG will have more in the first half, but could it have been more?
We asked the same question on Inferno, and maybe these are questions that they will end up regretting, considering they are a map down at the moment, and North have, I mean, 7-8. You can't really complain on dust2. We will be quick. Oh, Breeze is 1 for 13.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on there?
It's weird as well, because on the first map, he was, in the first half, I think it was, and he had like 1 kill as well or something, or like until right at the end. But he still, when he did get a spot, he absolutely murdered 3 players immediately and was very impactful. So it didn't seem as though he was affected too much by that. But yeah, he's not having the best starts to maps so far. Perhaps the CT side can be different. Again, this is so close that both teams have so many rounds to work with. I think this is going to be at minimum a 16-14, James.
I think it was 5 rounds in where Breeze and I want to say Cirque both didn't have any kills, but again, there were some rounds where it was a 5-man save. We've seen a lot of bad grenades today as well, just hitting the wall and going the wrong way. North bursting into the B bomb site now. A lot more flashes, grenades from both sides, but NRG are on the outside. They have no more retake grenades. Daps is normally the one who's carrying it. Smoke towards the door. Bomb hasn't been planted yet. Ethan's got a pick. And 4 versus 2. Ace getting shot from all over the place. Still alive though. He managed to plant the bomb. That's worst case scenario ticked off.
Yeah, guaranteed money in the bank. Always nice. But they can even convert on this one because a 2v3 now. Tarek's showing just a little bit too much. That will mean that they know exactly where AZ is. Patient shots from Gade. Not enough against Cirque and Ethan. So Breeze has got his second kill then of the second map.
He's doubled his score down.
And the defuse will go NRG's way. So, interestingly, North won the CT pistol as well, but then they lost the following rounds. If I remember correctly, they were were not able to hold on to it very quickly for much time whatsoever. That lead. I wonder if it would be the same story here for NRG, because you can see that the buy almost looks better in some like 2 AKs and a scout versus 2 M4s and a scout. I mean, the
CT scout for Cirque. This could be juicy.
He is kind of godlike with the scout.
It's pretty cool when you're on a CT side of dust2 with a scout, because when you're running past a door like that, you can basically see where the player is and try and shoot him through the door. And you can have some success with that. And again, this is that angle I was talking about. Very advantageous. And Tarek can even bait them into it, although he is being more aggressive for the time being, as his skill will allow him to. 5 versus 3, all of a sudden, North have to find a way to recover.
That almost went really wrong, actually, because for NRG, that is, because Cirque was so close to going down. And if it didn't take so many bullets, I think that the trade kill, it would have been less of a trade and more of a 1v1. So yes, such a game of tiny, tiny margins and timings. You can see now North are waiting to pounce on this A bomb site. There's already 2 players to respond, but Breeze from CT, it's not a favorable spot, honestly. If a teaser, rushing cat up onto the site and you're coming from that angle, they see your whole body, you see heads, not great. It's really down to Cirque with the scout. He's got 8 HP. So this is actually not a bad look, honestly, for North as they look to rush the bomb site. Kirby leading the charge. He took the L there, and he will take the headshot from Cirque as it's now down to Gates. Some play here for him. Oh, was that jumping?
Oh, I think it was,
Oh my God.
When did we last see that?
I think, James, Cirque has more scout kills than any other gun. Of his 17 kills, I feel like. He must have at least like 8 scout kills. It's got to be. He's been such a beast.
And the AWP is to come.
Beast from the east.
All right, so he will dispose of the scout, or at least leave it in spawn, pick up an M4A4 for the time being. AZ makes his way out towards long, spotted by the blue position. Now, there are 3 CTs basically on long, so they can flash behind Breeze. But there's only pistols, so I'm not terribly concerned, although this is a laboured spray. I mean, you really don't want to go down in that situation. It's unnecessary. That's $5,000 taken away if Breeze dies there, so that is a crisis averted for NRG.
It makes you feel like such a pleb sometimes when you have a pistol wide peeking you and then going back like that. Because if you miss the first 2 shots and they have irregular timings, credit to them. It's like that's the situation. We've all been there.
And it makes you look like an idiot as well.
It really makes you look like a pleb. So 11-7 though. NRG not looking like plebs as a team. They are doing a good job. And they're going to mix things up here. Cat boost to mix up the timings. Get Cirque in there ASAP. Perhaps even with a boost option with the second player. Weren't expecting that, Mr. Kirby. And Cirque can't get himself around the corner. Going perhaps for a bit too much. And Gade wants to go for some more as well, playing through the smoke. In fact, his whole team will. I mean, he's got assistance there from Cadian. And North have turned what was a disadvantage into an advantage here. How do they play this one?
There's no way he creeps through the smoke. Surely not. Surely not. Tarek may give a sound cue away. Indeed. Cade knows that he's... Oh, he's thinking back off, but Breeze will take the position. He saw something in the smoke, but the tracers will be his demise. And now NRG have a man advantage. Smokes on either side through middle doors. Molly used to force Valde away. He's still having a look, but he may have to concede this position. Could be a pop flash play on the way from NRG, but they've got to be careful about their angles as well. There's a pop flash play in the meantime. Caden will show some presence towards that A bomb site. The bomb is on short with 2 players, and Valde is out in that mid position. So this is a very volatile situation for North.
Yeah, it's very volatile, but still salvageable here for AZ and Cadian as they push forwards. Right guns for the job. Just have to be very solid on these first engagements. That might not be solid enough there. But that said, Cadian, I think he just found a double. I don't know what the hell just happened there, but AZ now in the 1 versus 2, 20 seconds to get the kills. I don't think he's going to get the bomb down in that time. So, diving onto Tarek, he somehow does get the kill down to 3 HP. There might just be enough time to plant the bomb here. He's just got to go for it and just pray to God that Daps is not in a position to stop him, and he's not. This is still on. And with that Krieg, all it takes is 1 bullet.
Oh boy! Not where he expected Daps to be. Outmaneuvered. The AWP will be collected, I'm sure, before he goes for the defuse. There it is. There it goes. Close, but NRG moved to 12 rounds, so I do start to wonder if they're going to win each other's map picks at this point. NRG, again, basically no data. They're not necessarily a team you could counter in advance on dust2 because there isn't really any information, whereas we saw what they were doing to North on the first half. So weirdly, it seems that NRG may be at enough advantage that they can convert this and take it to map number 3.
Yeah, it does look like Train is definitely on the cards, but we'll have to see how this goes. We saw so many recoveries so far in this series from both teams. Krieg out and AZ. I really like how just AZ's on that. And here goes the long battle, and through the smokes they go, but looks like it's very unfavorable here for NRG. They'll lose 2 kills to Gade. Nice entry fragging from him. Valde there, playing the lurk. He's going to be so good. Really consistent. And there is nothing, it seems, that NRG can do in this round. They've been wiped out. They don't really have any money either, so this is devastating. This is the way that you get the comeback to happen, winning a round like this. Cirque is just wondering what the hell just happened. His entire team wiped out. The last of his kind, James.
Well, North want to know where he is, and who would blame them? Circus is in a situation where he could still devastate. He has unscoped, however, which does help. 45 seconds. Don't go too crazy about it. Oh, well, this is interesting. So they've got Gade on the A bomb site, and they're choosing to rotate the bomb all the way around. I think you could send a play to investigate towards B, maybe. I don't know. But there it is. They all survived. They are 4 rounds behind. Their money's not fantastic, to be honest, so they can't really just run at Cirque and all die. So fair enough. Safety first. And again, you can't criticize them for that. NRG's money has been broken. An opportunity knocks for North. We have a pause. Money is really bad for NRG at present. A tactical pause from the likes of NRG. Man like Daps will get his abacus out and figure out what he needs to do.
Yeah, it's such a devastating map to be on the CT side and have no money. It's just very awkward. It's just often better just to save, full save. Because if you can't get a full buy, it's just often the case that the Ts have so much advantage that you might as well just wait until you can get a full buy. And they got plenty of rounds to play with, plenty rounds in the lead as well. So will we get a full save? Let's have a look. And indeed, the full save. 1 flashbang for Cirque. I think that makes a lot of sense. You can't really do much on this map on the CT side with no money. So walk into B for North, and this round will be a formality.
Oh, they used their flash already. NRG. Is there a shadow to be seen? Oh no, Gade. What has happened there? He's given an AK-47 away. Jumping out of the window with his knife out when everybody's in the site. Do wonder what is going on there, but it won't matter too much. But you don't want to see that one again. Please keep gun out and make no assumptions. That used to be Dan, but he's shaved his beard now and he kind of looks like Tosspot.
Yeah. Restarted the beard.
It's funny, when these models came out, somebody tweeted a picture of you with that one and me with the chocolate face guy. Pretty quickly, but anyway. 3-round lead for NRG. Ethan's on an MP9. MP9 on dust2, not really the perfect situation. Double grenades don't do as much as you might expect through those long doors. And NRG are in control of long. There's no counterplay from North like we saw in the first half. I'm sure they'll venture towards short now. The smoke just dissipating. Bounce a flash off the window, and up they go.
Yeah, real standard setup here from NRG. Standard round, honestly, from North as well. Cat control. They didn't do anything about the double doors, but that's fine. Really, the big problem here for them is Cirque on car position if they decide to go towards A. However, again, it's just a default. So they've got upper dark, they've got catwalk, they were controlling long doors. It's somewhat of a standstill, a stalemate at this point. NRG are playing in a way where they're just waiting for North to make the move. And so that's what we're waiting for as well. And North decide to go finally to clear double doors. Now, how far do they go? They can still make the decision to go A or B here, so they're threatening a B split. And you can pull rotation, maybe get a pick, and if you get that pick, it tells you exactly where the weakness is. And then you just hammer the bomb site. So it looks like they do try to go for the B split here, and AZ and Tarek will get kills. Trades coming into play. Daps close range in the smoke. Ooh, just about disappearing in time. That's huge. Oh, he goes for a re-peek. The timing couldn't have been better.
Never expecting that. Some of the time you might catch a play of a grenade out. You're not expecting a guy to come back like that. But the bomb is down in the middle of mid. It is surrounded from almost every angle. And Gade is biding his time in that short A position. Another round in the bag for NRG. No bonus money for Gade in this situation. But he's got 4,400 in the hole. Not too much harm done.
It's funny because North have a more consistent performance across the board on map 2. But NRG... they are like, it's like they're in North's position. You remember how on North it just Valde and AZ basically doing all the lifting? And now it's like, Cirque, Daps, and Ethan who have the most kills. It's 6 and 6 apiece for Tarek and Breeze. You don't often expect to see that, if ever.
Yeah, that's weird. Cirque has done a lot with a scout. He's gone from 17 to 22. But, I mean, someone's going to have to deliver for NRG to convert North with a very fast round. A minute 40 and 4 players are moving in slowly into the B bomb site. Ethan trying to deliver more, bought some time for his team, but no one else has made it onto the site just yet. And now NRG have decisions to make. 3 players remaining. They have no mollies for a retake. They can't stop the T's from taking that position underneath the window. So they could lose everything if they go for this.
Nice kill. Cirque finds the flank, Valde. That's really important. If he didn't find that, I don't know if they can even go for this because his presence on the back is too devastating. Daps also
no one knows the smoke.
Which lineup he wants for that one. And Kirby getting the kill there will seal the deal. They'll go for the save. Nice round from North.
I think the timing was unfortunate for NRG because if we go back to Inferno, we were saying when the CTs are retaking B and they put that smoke down towards Banana, it tells the Ts that no one is there. They were essentially looking to do that smoke into tunnels even though there was a flank, but Tarek came up too fast, so they couldn't activate that. Also, no one seems to know where the bloody smoke is towards that tunnel, so there was an idea there. Maybe not enough time for NRG, and the timing to execute that didn't really happen, with Tarek getting taken out before the smoke was even thrown. So there was potential, but it ended up being disaster.
would have been so funny when Cadian was like taking so long to line up that smoke. If like he would actually have messed it up at the end, that would have been the most funny thing ever. But he actually nailed it, so credit to him. We'll see the NRG side able to, of course, keep that AWP rolling in on site, but their money is tight at this point. If they were going to stop the recovery in his tracks, this would be the round to do it. Not a bad shot. Cirque has been playing well. Breeze finally takes down some players here towards long, having a better start to things. I think Valde's been his nemesis, though. I think he's lost most of the one-on-ones against Valde. I think everyone loses most of their one-on-ones against Valde.
This is a really weird spot for NRG, even though they've got the bomb, because with 3 players towards A, before that smoke went down, you could support the guys on long with the bomb, with flashes and so on. But then to do that, you might have to give up the short position, which is where Valde is at present. So they're a bit exposed as far as short is concerned, and they may have to put that AWP there. It's really weird, despite it looking like a strong position.
I think Valde's one-way smoke was a bit too telegraphed as well. Either way, this is going to be tough to get that bomb back. Tarek's position should force him back out, but ooh, not bad. He gets shot through the doors, and then Molotov will finish him off. Still, though, 2 players around that bomb. This is so awkward.
They've got to finish on the A bomb site because of the time left. We've got a player in T-spawn. He needs to really speed up for NRG. He's way too far away. They finally collected the bomb, but they're moving away from the long area, but surely there's nowhere to go but A. And they've gone back, and again, there's that flank for Ethan, so it's worked out perfectly, and that will almost definitely be the run. Well, it definitely will be. There's 15 seconds. It's 1 versus 4. So, I mean, North couldn't expect someone to be in T-spawn, but where else are you going with that bomb at that point? You've got to go towards A. You have a player in a flanking position on short as well. So obviously it's easy for me to say because I have all the information, but I think with the time on the clock, there was only one choice to make.
Yeah, really good shot from Cirque. He's been doing such a great job. If you look at all the positions that North have been in, there's been a lot of spots where Cirque has just had crazy individual performances. Again, we can think of all the scout rounds. And, you know, that first pick that he got, it's not an easy shot to make, and he gets that away with it with 15 HP or something similar to that at the beginning of the round. And that was the bomb, I think, as well. So things really starting to pan out here for NRG. Seems like it's better to have 1 or 2 guys going crazy than it is to have all 5 players playing consistently.
A good average.
Yeah. But this is it. This is... I don't think the money's going to be all too great here for North. I don't know what the counter is for them. So I don't know what the buy will be like, or if they need to get the bomb down to get a good buy, what it will look like. But it looks like they want that B-bomb site. And Ethan's been somewhat of a terror here to deal with.
We've seen with that lurk smoke, we've previously seen multiple HEs thrown into this position. I forget which team it was, but they went too deep on that occasion rather than going right behind the box. But maybe it's something we will see more of on dust2. We've got Molotovs going in that position, so essentially doing the same thing, but less likely to get a kill, just forcing somebody from their position. Kiabi looking for that Cadian, and AZ with stereo frags. Seems that North still have a chance here, flying to that car position, and there will be a trade, and that has surely got to be the round. Look at the money for NRG as well.
Yeah. That was a beautiful take at the B-bomb side. I think you're sort of describing it like pretty well. Like the meta and the expectation around the lurk smokes. We saw 1 lurk smoke, then we saw a second lurk smoke, and then the second lurk smoke, you're like, oh, they've got to be going now. They've got to be going now. And we see all the spray coming in, and just as all that spray finishes, double Molotov to the back. The timing, because that player now can't do anything, he has to reposition, and he's reloading. And then the play comes forwards. It was very well timed and very well thought out by North. Beautiful attack.
Yeah, the smoke is so awesome because you can go out the left side of it from the T perspective. You can jump up on the right side. You can run through the middle as well. Maybe somebody just runs out and takes a bullet so the team can trade the frag and take the site, which is obviously of the utmost importance. Sometimes people must be sacrificed. Roll the head down the stairs of the Aztecs. Tactical pause from NRG. They have a 3-round lead with which to build their money. Cirque has an AWP. And again, this is a situation where you want, if they don't all spend all their cash, you want those players with pistols with not much to survive to collect weapons and take position if Cirque is able to do something. There is an AK in play as well, and here are the scores on the doors. Cirque and Gade lighting up the scoreboard. So Gade has been a stark difference from the first map. He's definitely warmed up. Tarek has cooled off. Breeze just not having the best day in the world so far. But there's always time to fill those helium balloons with little smiley faces on the outside.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, as well? Because I always felt like, you know, I have an association in my mind with Tarek and being a beast, Pugmaster and dust2, but nevertheless, we have a very fast timing down middle from North. They just go all the way down Suicide, all the way through the doors. Very unexpected timing, gets them a kill. Is everything else to be said here? TZ is good for the one, and then the smoke covers for the pickup of the AK. The fast push from Breeze, he knows what's going on, they can't escape. This is very aggressive, very early on, and that actually helps out NRG, I think, although they're 2 versus 3 now. So with so much time, the bomb can really go anywhere. You have to take risks, and this is very scary. That's a big kill from Daps, and the bomb will make its way towards A.
That is another important kill. Cadian's got loads of grenades. Both players are on long, but Daps has picked up an AWP. He got some shots with the AWP on the previous map. Maybe he can do the same now. Picking up the AUG instead. Will take a closer approach, will he? Or will he go towards the long position? He doesn't have a defuse kit, so he's got to take somebody by surprise. At what point does he start to walk? I think he's already conceded his position to Valde, who's in the pit, so this should be a free kill. Completely unexpected. A patient shot from Valde, a nice headshot. Thank you and goodbye.
There's a world where North win this game, James, and that would just be so funny, because that's kind of how it happened on Inferno as well. You just look at NRG and they're just ahead, just generally getting ahead. They look like they've been playing better, but then right at the end, North managed to overtake them on the sprint finish.
Yeah, they keep on creeping up.
And North have an easy round of it here. Just USP's full save once again. We saw it before, and we're going to see it again. Not really all that much for NRG to accomplish here. Money pretty decent overall for North. See if they can get a kill. Nice little dink there onto 80. And everything looks fine. It's all fine, everything's fine.
Oh, that's not going to be of much. Oh, there, he's gone down. That's annoying. Kiabi poking and prodding as well. Slightly irritating last kill, but they got there eventually. The kills are basically irrelevant at this point, as far as North are concerned. AZ's a little short, but everybody else is pretty good.
Extra nade for NRG, or 1 or 2 extra nades. That's what it means to them, I guess.
Yeah. And those can be very important. So now what is the play? Do NRG go for a long take? Do they go for a short boost? 3 players going towards A once again. It won't be a short boost. It will be the long take. It will be contested. There's a big flash for Cadian to take, forced away. Sometimes the timing, the CT's crossed just in time. Ooh, Ethan has surely got to hear a lot. Seems like they might be outmaneuvered by North NRG, or will they be? Circle's ready on the site. That should have been a kill, surely. Now he's in trouble. They're getting way too close, but there's multiple CTs here, and they're getting the frags. Tarek's finally starting up. Nice flick from Cirque. He sees more players towards the short position. This could be an absolute wipeout, walking straight into it, even though he knows Cirque is there. Had to do something, had to try something. It was a 2 versus 5, didn't work out. And this is a great round for NRG to go to game points.
Yeah, and it's so fitting that it's Cirque to just hold down the fortress. He is the fortress. And now NRG looking to take us to a 3rd and final map on Train. But again, in this series so far, it's been pretty difficult to actually call it. And there's still fight in North yet. They still got plenty of money. Cadian spending $10,000. Clean $10,000 spent.
Boom.
And now it's time for him to get something with that AWP, perhaps. 28 kills for Cirque. He's having a great performance here on the 2nd map of this series. Bringing NRG into a winning position. Look, fast timing again from North, but this time up catwalk instead.
Tarek has made his way back to the site. There's only 2 players towards A on this occasion. Maybe an NRG expecting something different, something desperate from North. So there's no one really for support flashbangs on the A bomb site, either towards long or short, depending on what's going on. Although now we've got a rotation for Cirque, so that will change things. Molotov's on that short position, and indeed, after putting 3 towards B, Now they go 3 towards A, and North go 4 towards B.
We've seen how effective this is. The lurk smoke again to make it look like there is just like one player there maybe. And oh, is that a cheeky little gap there for Daps? That might be fatal here for North. He goes for the follow-up spray through the smoke, does a lot of damage. This has not gone well for North. They are getting crushed as they try to make their way through the doorway. The door is shut on their faces. Daps will get smoked off by Ethan. That makes it even harder to push forwards, and he's getting more kills, elevating himself on the car. This is beautiful team play, and NRG look to finish it off. They will be taking us to a third and final map in this best of 3. Congratulations to them, but it was tough all the way to the end.
Yeah, this has been a difficult series for both teams, and it's really unclear as to, one team might start well. We've seen some good counter strats from from NRG on North's play, on North CT side, but ultimately they're still able to adjust enough to take it almost to 30 rounds for both maps. So another close one. I have no idea who is going to take this. It's really unclear to me as to who the favorite is in this vacuum of this best of 3 series.
Yeah, I feel like though with Cirque starting to perform, I'm really excited about what Train has to offer. That said, Train is such a great map for the skill sets of North. I think for me this is the perfect finish for both of these teams. I think it's a great map for both, so really looking forward to this.
Yeah, it's really cool. And we are going to go to the panel, but first, a few commercials. They will see you back here very shortly indeed.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
Cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro. I'll take that. Yes. Hells yes. Oh, armed and dangerous. Oh, hell yes.
Hellcase. Big update and new features in the case battles. Updated and convenient interface with new options. Up to 4 users can participate in one battle now. Create and customize your battles, any number and any type of cases. Choose the number of participants and invite your friends with a unique link. Watch the best drop and win everything. Don't miss epic battles on Hellcase.